ConnectU revolutionizes networking with its unique affinity propagation platform. ConnectU revolutionizes networking with its unique affinity propagation platform, linking individuals to like-minded communities for meaningful interactions. Unlike traditional platforms, it employs the algorithm without predefined clusters, eliminating reliance on luck for cluster selection. That's how people funnel new ideal clients. Get a freemium account and start empowering your AI journey now.
What is affinity propagation algorithm? Affinity propagation is a machine learning algorithm that is used to identify patterns in data. It is often used in the analysis of social media data, as it can help to identify corrupts of users.
How can I use affinity propagation for my personal branding blog? Affinity propagation is a method of clustering that can be used to group similar items together. This can be useful for personal branding, as it can help you to identify which items are most important to your brand and which ones should be grouped together. To use affinity propagation for personal branding, you'll first need to identify the items that are most important to your brand. These could be things like blog posts, social media posts, videos, or anything else that represents your brand. Once you've identified these items, you can use affinity propagation to group them together. This will help you to see which items are most related to each other and which ones should be grouped together for maximum effect.
Affinity propagation for personal branding? Affinity propagation is a machine learning algorithm that can be used for personal branding. This algorithm helps to identify the most important aspects of a person's brand and then uses that information to create a personalized branding strategy. There are many benefits of using affinity propagation for personal branding. First, it can help to create a more focused and effective brand. Second, it can help to create a more consistent and recognizable brand. Third, it can help to create a more engaging and interesting brand. Fourth, it can help to create a more memorable and lasting brand.
Are you interested in learning more about ConnectU?
As a lead generation specialist navigating the competitive landscape of digital marketing, belonging to an affinity propagation community like ConnectU offers several core advantages. Number 1. Network expansion. ConnectU provides a platform for networking with like-minded professionals, enabling you to connect with peers, mentors, and potential collaborators. By participating in the community, you gain access to a diverse pool of expertise, resources, and opportunities for professional growth. Number 2. Knowledge sharing. Engaging with other members in the ConnectU community allows you to exchange insights, strategies, and best practices in lead generation and digital marketing. Through discussions, forums, and shared resources, you can stay updated on industry trends, innovative techniques, and emerging technologies, enhancing your expertise and effectiveness as a specialist. Number 3. Collaborative learning. Collaboration is key to success in the dynamic field of digital marketing. Being part of an affinity propagation community fosters a culture of collaboration, where members support each other in overcoming challenges, brainstorming solutions, and exploring new avenues for lead generation. By collaborating with peers, you can leverage collective wisdom and experience to achieve better results for your clients or projects. Number 4. Visibility and recognition. Being publicly featured on a scoreboard within the ConnectU community offers immediate benefits in terms of visibility and recognition. It showcases your expertise, achievements, and contributions to the community, enhancing your credibility and reputation as a lead generation specialist. This increased visibility can attract new clients, job opportunities, and partnerships, expanding your professional network and boosting your career prospects. Finally, competitive advantage. In a competitive world of digital marketers, standing out from the crowd is essential. By actively participating in ConnectsU and being featured on a scoreboard, you demonstrate your commitment to excellence, continuous learning, and collaboration. This sets you apart from competitors and positions you as a top performer in your field, giving you a competitive advantage in attracting clients, securing projects, and advancing your career. Overall, belonging to an affinity propagation community like ConnectsU empowers lead generation specialists with valuable networking opportunities, knowledge sharing, collaborative learning, visibility, and competitive advantage. Being publicly featured on a scoreboard further amplifies these benefits, providing immediate recognition and opportunities for growth and success in the digital marketing industry.
Are you interested in learning more about ConnectsU? Our unique online platform that combines blog magazines and a social commerce marketplace? Whether you have questions or want to schedule a 20-minute video call to explore, we're here to help. Please fill in the form below and we'll provide you with the information you need.
Hello, I am Debbie, Digital Search Engine Optimization Assistant. The main challenge that companies often struggle with in SEO audits due to the lack of consultant expertise is the inability to identify and prioritize critical issues effectively. Lack of expertise in SEO auditing can lead to several challenges, but a prominent one is prioritizing and addressing key issues such as identification of critical issues. Inexperienced auditors may struggle to accurately identify pressing SEO issues affecting a website. This includes issues such as broken links, duplicate content, which can significantly impact search rankings. Understanding algorithm changes. SEO consultants with limited expertise might struggle to keep pace with the ever-evolving search engine algorithms. This could result in overlooking recent algorithm updates that impact the website's performance. Keyword strategy and content relevance. Crafting an effective keyword strategy and ensuring content relevance are essential. Inexperienced auditors may overlook nuances of keyword optimization, leading to missed opportunities for improved visibility. Consider technical SEO elements like website speed, crawlability, and proper use of tags require in-depth expertise. Companies lacking SEO consultants may struggle to address these technical challenges impacting the website's overall health. ConnectsU warmly recommends digital growth architects to review and audit your website. Take no chance and evaluate your options with Kevin Bloomer's book an appointment today using the feature below.
Enhancing brand visibility. Digital marketing helps businesses establish and increase their online presence. It allows companies to reach a wider audience through various online channels such as websites, social media, and search engines, social media, and search engines. This means reaching people who are actively searching for products or services related to their industry. Targeted traffic increases the likelihood of conversion. Driving targeted traffic. Digital marketing strategies such as search engine optimization, SEO, and pay-per-click capability enable businesses to attract highly targeted traffic to their websites or their website. This means reaching people who are actively searching for products or services related to their industry. Targeted traffic increases the likelihood of conversion. This interaction allows for building relationships, gathering feedback, and providing personalized experiences. Engaged customers are more likely to become loyal brand advocates. Measuring and analyzing performance. Digital marketing provides tools and analytics that allow businesses to measure the performance of their marketing campaigns in real time. Metrics like website traffic, conversion rates, click through rates and customer behavior data provide valuable insight. This data-driven approach enables businesses to make informed decisions and optimize their strategies. Cost-effective marketing. Compared to traditional forms of marketing, digital marketing often offers a more cost-effective way to reach a broader audience. Businesses can allocate their budgets efficiently by targeting specific demographics and adjusting their strategies based on performance data. This cost efficiency is particularly beneficial for small and medium-sized enterprises.
These roles collectively demonstrate the critical importance of digital marketing in modern business operations. It goes beyond mere promotion and advertising, playing a pivotal role in driving growth, customer engagement, and overall success.
I am Priyanka, your Customer Success Manager. Let's review how to blog on connects you with your Silver paid subscription.
For our valued Silver subscribers, we are thrilled to introduce the Enhanced Write menu, a gateway to your digital world. Seamlessly access your activity pane, delve into profile account details, and effortlessly manage your media library. Stay in the loop with the notifications panel and message center. Cultivate connections through friends lists, active group participations, and invitation center. This refined connectivity interface is designed to elevate your networking experience. Let's see now how to create a simple post when blogging for business as a Silver member of the community.
Let's go to the top menu bar and click New in the drop-down navigation menu. The Blogging for Business user interface will appear with a central pane, a right-hand lateral menu to manage your blog's edition and your actual post settings. Start with typing the title of your post. Place it in the title placeholder. Under your title, go on the right till you hit the plus icon. It generates a block of data input in your blog post, much like a Lego brick assembly. For obvious SEO purposes, add a subtitle or baseline with a heading tag format, from H1 to H6.
Still using the plus icon on your right side of your blog post, add now a paragraph to insert actual text you are improvising, or you generates from ChatGPT and then copy-paste the outcome. If you are a writer, then use what have written down before during your copywriter's activities. Clicking the plus icon calls a widget window library with multiple features integration you can use with Connects You Blogging for Business. Like formatting your post visually with separator using dots or thick lines. Numerous integrations within your blocks are available for your blogging for business. This includes media inserts like videos, recorded podcasts, and of course images. Images are stored in a media library accessible at all times or that you have uploaded to illustrate your content. Connects You user interface is quite intuitive and designed to enhance your freedom to create memorable customers' experience. The plus icon window generating a swift integration of block widgets has the ability to give you access to an ever-evolving universe of new and updated integrations such as text plus image. Positioning within your blog post content, simultaneously from a horizontal standpoint that you can switch text-image order or even horizontally. We recommend to format your main blog picture to be 800 pixels by 450 and optimized for web use if you do not want to add delay to your image display online. As you can see here, you can easily switch sides in any directions, then your text plus image has a balanced display all along your paragraphs.
Blog posts over 900 words can be long to read and to go through. To keep your readers' attention alive, you might want to add citations from various sources or influencers. To that end, type "quote" in the widget search box to highlight a point or specific unique selling point.
Since we regularly add new capabilities, a search tool is made available in a larger navigation pane that will be on your left hand of your Silver user interface.
One of the most popular hook is the time-sensitive one. Announcing a live event in the next upcoming days is a great way to motivate people to take action towards an event or a desired outcome. Countdown feature is available in various formats. Blogging for Business finds its purposeful intent into the call to action conclusion at the end of your posts. In addition of short and long tail web form, you can simply add a button to click with a URL link to insert. That link can eventually lead to another page containing a simulator, a contact form, a survey, a quiz, or an extern. When you need to convey a verbal message with an enticing and dynamic visual, no need to host your videos on YouTube, then embed them on your pages or post when possible. Just upload them and they will display. You won't have to suffer from other content creators' recommended videos at the end of yours. This is the ideal way to keep your ideal clients' focus on your content, message, and call to actions. For editing and publishing your post, your right pane interface has 3 modes. Public for immediate release after saving content. Private means invisible yet to the general public audience. Only you can see it along administrators. The right pane editing administration of YouPost if equipped with features like categories and subcategories, tags for affinity propagation purposes. Use them wisely. One category with one tag is more likely to attract the exact type of audience you have clusters with. Pay some attention to attractive main visuals like featured image 800 by 450 pixel format. Create one hero image and upload it. It will be featured as a thumbnail in the front page display of ConnexU platform, along with the blog title. Here you go. You get your silver post done, you can preview it and decide to release it to public immediately or schedule it for later distribution. Delayed publishing or for blogging content's calendar purposes, serving your strategy to raise awareness on a specific topic before writing another post for attention phase. Followed closely by a third post showing clear interest by the reader now following and consuming your content on a regular basis, before the desired stage to act and go through your call to action inbound mechanism. But this part, ladies and gentlemen, is yet to acquire through further paid workshops and customers' immersions. Cheers.
Very well indeed.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Fantastic.
Missing
So
Margaret Ann.
yeah. We are missing Margaret Ann, but today we are blessed with the presence of Dr. Ras, really a scientist. Hey, I'm with yourself, Dr. Ras. How are you doing today?
I am well, Stefan. I'm well. Hello, Paolo. How are you gentlemen doing today?
We're doing good. I think
All
Paolo's
the
doing
better
good.
for having you here, Dr. Ras.
So pretty much today we have a multiplex for a fireside chat about social listening, social intelligence, and we are blessed to have a scientist with us from Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America. And Paolo, where are you streaming from?
I am streaming from rainy or excessively rainy Tuscany. I'm not doing a good
Tuscany.
service to the tourist office, but it is really raining hard. And but still, it doesn't matter. I'm still happy.
So who sent you some rainy clouds? Leo?
I've got family coming from England, so I suppose that is the reason.
Great.
Yes.
Sorry.
I was going to
Go
say,
ahead.
interestingly, Paolo, my mom will actually be over in England soon. My grandma just passed, so yeah, a lot of my families are working that out now, so that's coming up pretty soon.
Condolences for that, but on the other side, and I suppose it's going to be great to meet your family. Hopefully the weather will be mild and some break of the rain. You can get some very nice springs. And where are you going to England? London?
Well, it's gonna be in London, but I have family in Bristol, Wales, all about. But you're missing. You're trying to go around the thing here, but there's gonna be a picture of Mama G and Poalo. That's what I'm looking to get back. So she's gonna bring me back a picture of you guys together. I'm pretty sure. So let's get to
Oh,
business now.
okay. All right. I like that.
So today we're missing Margaret Ann Davis, co-founder of ConnectU, the Affinity Propagation platform. I think Dr. Ras has been introduced by Paolo to that Affinity Propagation, and yeah, that's pretty much like we're a bunch of mad scientists, I guess, passionate about what we're doing and trying to reconciliate what we call artificial intelligence and human intelligence. That discipline is also called as augmented human intelligence. Like, why would you fight AI if AI can be beneficial to you? So there are many technologies upon them, some like AIX in social listening and many other tools, but affinity propagation is pretty much like what links you in terms of topic of interest to your ideal potential like-minded people. Those people could be ideal providers of services and expertise, or they can also be ideal customer. But we are not here to talk about affinity propagation today. We are here to talk about science, and more than that, we are focusing on social intelligence, particularly social listening with Paolo James Bargellini. So, Paulo, can you
Well,
introduce you like in a nutshell? Who you are, what you do, what you're accountable for?
right. I represent a company called Hayeks, um, who has been pushing hard to provide to partners an holistic overview of what is being said online about them and about their topic of choice. In a nutshell, that is what social listening enables companies to do. It provides you real-time information about what is being said, what is thought, how your brand is perceived, and it enables you. It gives you the possibility to engage with the audience, the wider audience, and learn from its audience and make strategic decisions based on that. Initially, it was um, it was a need to protect your reputation online that drove solutions or drove companies to develop social listening tools, and that's what we do. We support companies in their quest to improve their reputation and improve their operation by understanding what the public thinks about them and making decisions based on that.
Okay, fantastic. And for that purpose, every Thursday around noon 30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's 4:30 p.m. GMT time in Europe. You are, having open doors, and Dr. Russ is with us thanks to those open doors, where we have those fire cracking fireside chat about those topics. And the questions are pretty much open. I'm gonna behave and act as a moderator, and I will remain silent most of the time because I'm just monitoring what people are, chatting about, asking questions on several channels, not only LinkedIn or our communications channels, or what goes through the knowledge graph where people have clusters of interest and questions, of course. So if I have something that is meaningful, I will just pop up with an extra question. But for today, Paulo, what is going to be our first topic?
Well, you and I launched a number of polls over the course of the last 3 months, and also we received some queries during our fire chats on a Thursday. And what we've realized that social listening is still an underused methodology, particularly uh, on small, medium-sized companies, small, medium-sized business, small, medium enterprises. And it is interesting because those are the companies that probably require the service the most, because those are the companies that have a tendency to pivot more rapidly, and the insights that they receive will give them the ability to make more data-informed decisions, and therefore reduce the risk of making mistakes when making strategic decisions. But I don't believe in too much in luck. I think there are reasons behind those companies not yet employing such a methodology. And I talk to people, yourself, Dr. Ross here, many others, professionals. I also interviewed people, and we're trying to understand. We're trying also to improve. The company Hayek's certainly is. We're trying to enhance our service in order to make it more user-friendly, if that is possible, and try to provide the most comprehensive information so that even those companies appreciate the flexibility and the agility that they will achieve by collecting some data. So even with Margaret Ann, we were asking ourselves some questions such as, sorry, Dr. Raz, please feel free to engage. We appreciate that.
Yes. I just wanted to, before you get into that, can you define what social sentiment as the company, the organization, what are we talking about in a more operational definition for those who aren't familiar? So we're demystifying a technology, but it's also concepts and ideas that that technology works in, and not everyone's on the same page. So if you can just define that, like what social sentiment is and how the company is approaching that, and then the technical stuff, I think would give you a little clearer idea.
Yes, we live in an area where almost everybody has an opinion and are prepared to share that opinion online. Now, the location where they share that opinion differs. It can be on one of the many channels, it can be on a website, it can be under a ad, under a post on another company's post, or by just engaging with a comment according to what channels we are referring to. The sum of all those comments that on around some topics can be in the hundreds of thousands, is the social sentiment expressed around the selected topic. Any comment that anybody expresses, if you you express an opinion and I answer to that, I could have a positive opinion, I could have a neutral opinion, or could have a negative opinion about it. And that is the same when you express something, a thought online. You express a positive opinion, negative opinion, or neutral opinion. So the sum of all those comments is the sentiment around that topic. If the majority of the opinions are positive or have a positive tone, then the sentiment around that topic will be positive. If it is neutral, and the most daunting scenario, that the most of the comments or opinions expressed are negative, and therefore that topic will record a negative sentiment. Now, the topic that we are talking about can be a brand, can be a company, can be a product, it can be a service that is provided, it can be a public figure, it can be also, because there's always an action of somebody monitoring, it can be your competitors, and the same, the product, the service, and so on. But let's keep it on what is important, the priority for us, the sentiment around us. I explained that the most daunting scenario is that the sum of the comments made online around a topic which is important for us, which could be our brand, tends to be negative. Now, that impacts the health of a brand. A negative reputation, a negative will generate a brand erosion. In previous conversations, Stefan and myself and Margaret Ann addressed what are the consequences of brand erosion. The most important consequences are on the bottom line. They go and impact the revenue, they go and impact the profit. How that? Various reasons. They can generate a crisis of reputation, which could be provided that a product which is which a company delivers and is not appreciated. The way that product has been delivered is not appreciated by the clientele. If we're talking about hospitality, there can be, a meal that went so wrong that the patron felt sick. Well, people will comment, and as you might know, negative news travels very quickly. So that is a problem that has to be addressed. Negative news can be generated by your own employees. It can spread so quickly that it creates low morale, which will impact on the performance, which will impact on the results and the profit and the revenue. It can impact on the customer base, and a brand erosion has an impact on the loyalty, the trust that the customer base has. Therefore, you might lose clients. There will be a higher turnover. Most likely, that will strengthen the position of your competition. Again, an impact on the bottom line. Brand erosion means that your position in the market is weaker, and therefore you're going to struggle to win more new clients, to attract new clients. Most likely, you've got to invest more money to create awareness campaigns. You've got to invest more money to reach to a new audience. You might have to invest money to change your operation. That all those scenarios that I've described cannot be prevented 100%. But what you can do is monitor all these situations, monitor what is being said online, anticipate problems, and therefore make decisions that will always have the goal of making your status in the market more solid. It can have the goal of monitoring the sentiment, as I said before, that is being expressed around your activity, and if there are some uh, fires starting around either a crisis or around a bad performance, intervene by engaging, so that whenever a problem arises, you are able to control it, reduce the consequences, and make sure that the impact on your operation and the results of your operation is limited. Uh, on the other side, when a crisis is not there, it enables you to continuously monitor the 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 audience sentiment about you. It enables you to engage with that audience and therefore make decisions which have the goal to continuously improve, offer a better service, offer better products, and maintain a competitive edge.
I thank you for that. I hope my audio clear? I have
Yes, it is
two.
very much so.
Okay, excellent. So, right, I think that's necessary for some individuals and even myself at times over and over again to really get right because you're learning um new terminology, right, as you're learning this technology. So, um I wanted to ask then, how is Hayek's and your company then uniquely situated to address this issue? And can you use this technology to not only look at yourself, but maybe your competitors from a business aspect?
So our main goal is to provide the most holistic overview of the sentiment expressed by the public. And we do so um, by enabling our partners to collect data from the channels that will give them insights effectively of all the consumers generation. Now, without, as we always joke with Stefan, we are not going to share names here, including names of channels. Uh, but those that would be in a summary our USP, and any company, any organization that um, appreciates the importance of having a complete view of what the audience between 16 and 65 years old feels about what they do, and can give them an opinion of what they need, well, then they should listen. And we can help them with that. So they're more than welcome to reach out directly to me on LinkedIn or to Stefan or even to yourself. And we can have a conversation where they express their needs, perhaps their challenges, and we will be delighted to offer solutions.
Hello, Paolo. One question, please. How can I leverage the platform's granular data collection capabilities, considering data volume variations by location, to effectively monitor my competitors and gain insights into their marketing strategies?
According to the platform, you can go as granular as a street, taking in consideration the amount of conversations that one street can provide. Obviously, the Fifth Avenue in New York might offer more data than a side street in a village in, I don't know, Idaho, or County Durham, if I want to mention the UK. It can help you to repeat the points that I've just mentioned for a competitor monitoring activity.
Tired of searching through tons of information to find accurate insights from social media monitoring and search tools? With the fast-moving data, keyword-based information is not enough, as users have natural language questions, like what's causing bad reputation, to find relevant answers. Stop searching keywords. Start discovering with HiX AliveCore for ultra-fast accurate insights and answers for your questions using state-of-the-art AI, NLP, and deep learning. Unlike social media monitoring tools with standard reports like mentions, AliveCore gives real-time insights dashboard with trending issues, sentiments for any company or topic like COVID, and you can search complex questions like why bad reputation is trending today, and get accurate answers with top customer issues from millions of social media web. HiX AliveCore helps you stay ahead with fast, accurate answers on any data, even from billions of web and social media data.
Are you interested in learning more about ConnexU, our unique online platform that combines blog magazines and a social commerce marketplace? Whether you have questions or want to schedule a 20-minute video call to explore, we're here to help. Please fill in the form below and we'll provide you with the information you need.
Paolo, about proactive engagement with social intelligence, how to outshine competitors and build a community. Is it possible to capitalize on competition's flaws and negative sentiment?
The same token, they did monitor the general activity, but more importantly, the competitors' sentiment. Again, when there were negative comments about the competitor, which were not in the same number, actually, in a smaller number, but they still decided to engage proactively, introduce themselves. It was evident that it was where the comment was from. It's not hidden who writes, and just invited them with an encouragement to go and visit their place and effectively give it a go. So
Welcome to ConnexU, the dynamic platform that seamlessly combines a magazine and marketplace experience. We are proud to bring together a vibrant community of diverse businesses and industries, collectively sharing their expertise, experiences, and resources for our viewers. At ConnexU, we aim to captivate, engage, and empower our viewers by curating a wealth of articles, insights, and resources born out of this collaborative spirit. It is through the active participation and contribution of businesses like yours that our platform thrives and offers a truly unique experience. Explore our extensive collection of articles and resources, carefully crafted by experts and enthusiasts from various fields. Delve into a world where knowledge intersects with passion and ideas intertwine with innovation.
I am Chad, instructor with ConnexU Doer Academy. I'd like to offer you the opportunity to embark on a transformative journey with the Silver membership, your gateway to optimal growth and efficiency. With the Silver membership, you can involve an additional team member,
allowing you to collaborate more effectively and expand your business's capability. With the Silver membership, you can enjoy Silver privileges, use blogging brilliance, 90 monthly posts, share your expertise with 90 blog posts per month. Establish yourself as a thought leader while getting acquainted with ConnexU. Access business bonfire events. Join the heart and soul of our digital community at the ConnexU Community Insider Group. Explore additional groups aligned with your interests and goals, fostering connections and shared insights. Doer Academy. Access a wealth of mini business courses. Create a mini 5-block website for your brand in the ConnexU AI digital ecosystem. Showcase your products, services, and contact information, enabling potential customers to connect. Organize keynote presentation. Host one event per annum to create awareness for your brand and launch your products and services. Host courses directly on ConnexU. Pending review and co-design partnership fees apply. Exclusive opportunity to share your expertise on a global stage with courses hosted directly on ConnexU. Enjoy the perks of recurring revenue sharing. Host courses directly on ConnexU. Pending review and co-design. In conclusion, with Silver membership, you can create and sell courses independently while seamlessly splitting revenues with ConnexU. Maximize your revenue streams and reach a broader audience.
This paid membership, you'll learn to leverage ConnexU, diving deeper into success with exclusive access to business bonfire meetings to learn how to master ConnexU AI digital ecosystem tools for online presence, visibility, lead generation, and content creation. Network, learn, exchange ideas, and witness community growth within this exclusive forum. Enroll now to unleash the power of ConnexU AI, elevate your online presence, and propel your business to new heights. Your success story begins with a simple click. Sign up here and start today.
I am Priyanka, your customer success manager. Let's review how to blog on ConnexU with your Silver paid subscription.
For our valued Silver subscribers, we are thrilled to introduce the Enhanced Right menu, a gateway to your digital world. Seamlessly access your activity pane, delve into profile account details, and effortlessly manage your media library. Stay in the loop with the notifications panel and message center. Cultivate connections through friends lists, active group participations, and invitation center. This refined connectivity interface is designed to elevate your networking experience. Let's see now how to create a simple post when blogging for business as a Silver member of the community.
Let's go to the top menu bar and click New in the drop-down navigation menu. The Blogging for Business user interface will appear with a central pane, a right-hand lateral menu to manage your blog's edition and your actual post settings. Start with typing the title of your post. Place it in the title placeholder. Under your title, go on the right till you hit the plus icon. It generates a block of data input in your blog post, much like a Lego brick assembly. For obvious SEO purposes, add a subtitle or baseline with a heading tag format, from H1 to H6.
Still using the plus icon on your right side of your blog post, add now a paragraph to insert actual text you are improvising, or you generates from ChatGPT and then copy-paste the outcome. If you are a writer, then use what I've written down before during your copywriter's activities. Clicking the plus icon calls a widget window library with multiple features integration you can use with ConnexU Blogging for Business. Like formatting your post visually with separator using dots or thick lines. Numerous integrations within your blocks are available for your blogging for business. This includes media inserts like videos, recorded podcasts, and of course images. Images are stored in a media library accessible at all times or that you have uploaded to illustrate your content. ConnexU user interface is quite intuitive and designed to enhance your freedom to create memorable customers' experience. The plus icon window generating a swift integration of block widgets has the ability to give you access to an ever-evolving universe of new and updated integrations such as text plus image. Positioning within your blog post content, simultaneously from a horizontal standpoint that you can switch text image order or even horizontally. We recommend to format your main blog picture to be 800 pixels by 450 and optimized for web use if you do not want to add delay to your image display online. As you can see here, you can easily switch sides in any directions, then your text plus image has a balanced display all along your paragraphs.
Blog posts over 900 words can be long to read and to go through. To keep your readers' attention alive, you might want to add citations from various sources or influencers. To that end, type "quote" in the widget search box to highlight a point or specific unique selling point.
Since we regularly add new capabilities, a search tool is made available in a larger navigation pane that will be on your left hand of your Silver user interface.
One of the most popular hook is the time-sensitive one. Announcing a live event in the next upcoming days is a great way to motivate people to take action towards an event or a desired outcome. Countdown feature is available in various formats. Blogging for Business finds its purposeful intent into the call to action conclusion at the end of your posts. In addition of short and long tail web form, you can simply add a button to click with a URL link to insert. That link can eventually lead to another page containing a simulator, a contact form, a survey, a quiz, or an extern. When you need to convey a verbal message with an enticing and dynamic visual, no need to host your videos on YouTube, then embed them on your pages or post when possible. Just upload them and they will display. You won't have to suffer from other content creators' recommended videos at the end of yours. This is the ideal way to keep your ideal clients' focus on your content, message, and call to actions. For editing and publishing your post, your right pane interface has 3 modes. Public for immediate release after saving content. Private means invisible yet to the general public audience. Only you can see it along administrators. The right pane editing administration of View Post, if equipped with features like categories and subcategories, tags for affinity propagation purposes. Use them wisely. One category with one tag is more likely to attract the exact type of audience you have clusters with. Pay some attention to attractive main visuals like featured image 800 by 450 pixel format. Create one hero image and upload it. It will be featured as a thumbnail in the front page display of ConnectsU platform, along with the blog title. Here you go. You get your Silver post done, you can preview it and decide to release it to public immediately or schedule it for later distribution. Delayed publishing or for blogging content's calendar purposes, serving your strategy to raise awareness on a specific topic before writing another post for attention phase. Followed closely by a third post showing clear interest by the reader now following and consuming your content on a regular basis, before the desired stage to act and go through your call to action inbound mechanism. But this part, ladies and gentlemen, is yet to acquire through further paid workshops and customers' immersions. Cheers.
Welcome to ConnectsU AI-powered Learning Center, where we're here to guide you through the fascinating world of artificial intelligence. AI is a rapidly growing field with diverse applications across various industries. It's an exciting opportunity, but it's important to note that it requires a strong technical background. Our courses are specifically designed to help you explore AI's potential in these diverse industries. Whether you're new to AI or looking to deepen your knowledge, our expert instructors are here to assist you every step of the way. Visit our website to sign up and start your journey into the world of AI. Don't hesitate to join us on this incredible adventure as AI continues to reshape the future. We look forward to helping you unlock AI's vast potential.
I am Chad, instructor with ConnectsU Doer Academy. I'd like to offer you the opportunity to embark on a transformative journey with the Silver membership, your gateway to optimal growth and efficiency. With the Silver membership, you can involve an additional team member, allowing you to collaborate more effectively and expand your business's capability. With the Silver membership, you can enjoy Silver privileges, use blogging brilliance, 90 monthly posts, share your expertise with 90 blog posts per month. Establish yourself as a thought leader while getting acquainted with ConnectsU. Access business bonfire events. Join the heart and soul of our digital community at the ConnectsU Community Insider Group. Explore additional groups aligned with your interests and goals, fostering connections and shared insights. Doer Academy. Access a wealth of mini business courses, create a mini 5-block website for your brand in the ConnectsU AI digital ecosystem, showcase your products, services, and contact information, enabling potential customers to connect, organize keynote presentation. Host one event per annum to create awareness for your brand and launch your products and services. Host courses directly on ConnectsU. Pending review and co-design partnership fees apply. Exclusive opportunity to share your expertise on a global stage with courses hosted directly on ConnectsU. Enjoy the perks of recurring revenue sharing. Host courses directly on ConnectsU. Pending review and co-design. In conclusion, with Silver membership, you can create and sell courses independently while seamlessly splitting revenues with ConnectsU. Maximize your revenue streams and reach a broader audience.
This paid membership, you'll learn to leverage ConnectsU, diving deeper into success with exclusive access to business bonfire meetings to learn how to master ConnectsU AI digital ecosystem tools for online presence, visibility, lead generation, and content creation. Network, learn, exchange ideas, and witness community growth within this exclusive forum. Enroll now to unleash the power of ConnectsU AI, elevate your online presence, and propel your business to new heights. Your success story begins with a simple click. Sign up here and start today.
I am Priyanka, your customer success manager. Let's review how to blog on ConnectsU with your Silver paid subscription.
For our valued Silver subscribers, we are thrilled to introduce the Enhanced Right menu, a gateway to your digital world. Seamlessly access your activity pane, delve into profile account details, and effortlessly manage your media library. Stay in the loop with the notifications panel and message center. Cultivate connections through friends lists, active group participations, and invitation center. This refined connectivity interface is designed to elevate your networking experience. Let's see now how to create a simple post when blogging for business as a Silver member of the community.
Let's go to the top menu bar and click New in the drop-down navigation menu.
ConnectsU revolutionizes networking with its unique Affinity propagation platform, linking individuals to like-minded communities for meaningful interactions. Unlike traditional platforms, it employs the algorithm without predefined clusters, eliminating reliance on luck for cluster selection. That's how people funnel new ideal clients. Get a freemium account and start empowering your AI journey now.
What is affinity propagation algorithm? Affinity propagation is a machine learning algorithm that is used to identify patterns in data. It is often used in the analysis of social media data, as it can help to identify groups of users.
How can I use affinity propagation for my personal branding blog? Affinity propagation is a method of clustering that can be used to group similar items together. This can be useful for personal branding, as it can help you to identify which items are most important to your brand and which ones should be grouped together. To use affinity propagation for personal branding, you'll first need to identify the items that are most important to your brand. These could be things like blog posts, social media posts, videos, or anything else that represents your brand. Once you've identified these items, you can use affinity propagation to group them together. This will help you to see which items are most related to each other and which ones should be grouped together for maximum effect.
Affinity propagation for personal branding? Affinity propagation is a machine learning algorithm that can be used for personal branding. This algorithm helps to identify the most important aspects of a person's brand and then uses that information to create a personalized branding strategy. There are many benefits of using affinity propagation for personal branding. First, it can help to create a more focused and effective brand. Second, it can help to create a more consistent and recognizable brand. Third, it can help to create a more engaging and interesting brand. Fourth, it can help to create a more memorable and lasting brand.
Are you interested in learning more about ConnectsU?
As a lead generation specialist navigating the competitive landscape of digital marketing, belonging to an affinity propagation community like ConnectsU offers several core advantages. Number 1. Network expansion. ConnectsU provides a platform for networking with like-minded professionals, enabling you to connect with peers, mentors, and potential collaborators. By participating in the community, you gain access to a diverse pool of expertise, resources, and opportunities for professional growth. Number 2. Knowledge sharing. Engaging with other members in the ConnectsU community allows you to exchange insights, strategies, and best practices in lead generation and digital marketing. Through discussions, forums, and shared resources, you can stay updated on industry trends, innovative techniques, and emerging technologies, enhancing your expertise and effectiveness as a specialist. Number 3. Collaborative learning. Collaboration is key to success in the dynamic field of digital marketing. Being part of an affinity propagation community fosters a culture of collaboration, where members support each other in overcoming challenges, brainstorming solutions, and exploring new avenues for lead generation. By collaborating with peers, you can leverage collective wisdom and experience to achieve better results for your clients or projects. Number 4. Visibility and recognition. Being publicly featured on a scoreboard within the ConnectsU community offers immediate benefits in terms of visibility and recognition. It showcases your expertise, achievements, and contributions to the community, enhancing your credibility and reputation as a lead generation specialist. This increased visibility can attract new clients, job opportunities, and partnerships, expanding your professional network and boosting your career prospects. Finally, competitive advantage. In a competitive world of digital marketers, standing out from the crowd is essential. By actively participating in ConnectsU and being featured on a scoreboard, you demonstrate your commitment to excellence, continuous learning, and collaboration. This sets you apart from competitors and positions you as a top performer in your field, giving you a competitive advantage in attracting clients, securing projects, and advancing your career. Overall, belonging to an affinity propagation community like ConnectsU empowers lead generation specialists with valuable networking opportunities, knowledge sharing, collaborative learning, visibility, and competitive advantage. Being publicly featured on a scoreboard further amplifies these benefits, providing immediate recognition and opportunities for growth and success in the digital marketing industry.
Are you interested in learning more about ConnectsU, our unique online platform that combines blog magazines and a social commerce marketplace? Whether you have questions or want to schedule a 20-minute video call to explore, we're here to help. Please fill in the form below and we'll provide you with the information you need.
Hello, I am Debbie, Digital Search Engine Optimization Assistant. The main challenge that companies often struggle with in SEO audits due to the lack of consultant expertise is the inability to identify and prioritize critical issues effectively. Lack of expertise in SEO auditing can lead to several challenges, but a prominent one is prioritizing and addressing key issues such as identification of critical issues. Inexperienced auditors may struggle to accurately identify pressing SEO issues affecting a website. This includes issues such as broken links, duplicate content, which can significantly impact search rankings. Understanding algorithm changes. SEO consultants with limited expertise might struggle to keep pace with the ever-evolving search engine algorithms. This could result in overlooking recent algorithm updates that impact the website's performance. Keyword strategy and content relevance. Crafting an effective keyword strategy and ensuring content relevance are essential. Inexperienced auditors may overlook nuances of keyword optimization, leading to missed opportunities for improved visibility. Consider technical SEO elements like website speed, crawlability, and proper use of tags require in-depth expertise. Companies lacking SEO consultants may struggle to address these technical challenges impacting the website's overall health. ConnectsU warmly recommends digital growth architects to review and audit your website. Take no chance and evaluate your options with Kevin Bloomer's book an appointment today using the feature below.
Enhancing brand visibility. Digital marketing helps businesses
The LinkedIn codes, how to make the most of it. We are lucky in this Friday. It's Easter, so happy Easter, everyone. And today we are with the famous GSU Solution CEO, Stephen Uzichuk. James, how are you going today?
I'm doing well, Stefan. How are you?
You had a hard week?
Yeah.
So you have
been
4
crazy.
days to rest, right?
Not even. 4
Not
hours.
even? Okay, so today we're gonna give a few hints about how to make the most of LinkedIn. Well, so we call that LinkedIn codes because codes of conduct or tips. There are rules to follow when you're using that fantastic tools because it's the biggest recruiters database in the world. But along the years, it became a social media tool, right? You can't avoid LinkedIn because it's B2B oriented. But I want to uncover more. I'm going to leave the presentation to you so you can go on with it and give to the audience all the good contents that can be found on the GSU program, which is a face group that you offer and run on Facebook, right?
That's right.
So that's all for marketers, business owners, got a plenty of CEOs of startups that are very interested by what's in it for them.
This is why I put the features of the GSU program here in the breakdown of the screen. James, the stage is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, I'll give a quick introduction about myself. So I'm the CEO and founder of JSU Solutions. We are a full-service marketing firm. We work with all kinds of different businesses, from medium to large-size companies that have 50 to 2,000 employees, to small businesses who have 3 to 5, startups where we mentor and train, and then we work with entrepreneurs, freelancers, founders that don't have a huge marketing budget, but they need help and they need guidance and they need strategy and tactics and all that kind of stuff. And that's why we created the JSU program. I'm known for a lot of things. People have probably seen the conversion matrix video we've done a couple of weeks ago. So I'm primarily, what I'm known for is Facebook advertising and strategy, and the conversion matrix. But one of my favorite platforms is LinkedIn. And my good friend Alex Bouchard, who is probably one of the best LinkedIn social selling experts in the world, he knows me well enough to know that every time I talk about LinkedIn, it's by far and wide the most entertaining platform for me. There's so much more potential. The selling side of it is so much more up my alley of networking and the B2B and so on and so forth. And Alex's team, they focus exclusively on LinkedIn and growing businesses, and we work with them closely on many projects together. And they leverage the LinkedIn platform itself to actually grow a company or grow a brand. So there's no secret that LinkedIn is extremely powerful, and what it can bring to the table in terms of lead gen often outweighs any kind of cold emailing or cold calling strategy that you might think of. So just really quickly, I've been doing this for over 5 years in corporate speaking and going to events and so on and so forth. I often go to universities. I gave a conference a couple of weeks ago. I did a webinar for Hootsuite a couple of weeks ago. And this is really like, I focus on generating growth and lead generation for our clients. And so because we're a full service marketing firm, for me, the natural tendency to branch onto many platforms and find the ones that are most viable, the most exponential, are the ones that are going to bring us the most value. And so it's a big reason why I started digging into LinkedIn 6 years ago, and here we are today giving a nice little presentation about it. So in 2009, LinkedIn only had 37 million active users, and this is from Statista. And if you think from 2009 to 2018, it's at 536 million users total. And I'm sure, Stefan, you probably have some more metrics than I do on that, but just from a very brief overview, that's multiplying by a factor of 10 onto itself to grow and get to a point where people now actually, it's one of their go-to platforms. There's Facebook, there's Twitter, LinkedIn is definitely, I would say maybe interchangeable with Twitter. It's one of the big three. And you can see just the growth, just the amount of people that are there. It's hard to ignore what you're looking for. And what's amazing about LinkedIn is quality, right, Stefan? It's all about the type of people you get on LinkedIn.
Yes, and it's always, and that's for everything, it's always about what do you want to achieve. You need to have a plan. You need to build a strategy. But first, before building a strategy, what are you trying to achieve? LinkedIn is known for being the hugest human resources recruiters database and candidates, because that's the initial purpose. But then over the years, it became a social media tool oriented B2B, where I would say you can use that to create and build relationship. Later on, especially on the GSU program, the paid private group, we will really unleash this information that are more in details, such as where are the audiences, how many registered users do you have by countries. People are surprised. You were even surprised by looking at the numbers when you say, what, Brazil, more registered users than United Kingdom? How is that? Yeah, because Brazil is active. Brazil has a lot of things to sell, and they are not known for their flip flops, best in the world. So you can go on in the south to use it. But you need to know where you want to tap your market and launch your product. That's if you are Sales Navigator LinkedIn users, and you want to build relationships. So there are a lot of things, and that will be, of course, the purpose of the GSU program tips and learn how to. So this is why people are paying monthly for. They will learn how to send some cold emails to connect with people, like break the ice. How do you make that, that happen? So we have templates, and if they're paying a subscription, is to have a quality content in Counterpart. So yeah, we will unveil that in the GSU program, and there are a lot of other information that are worth it. But let's back to the presentation.
Yeah, of course. So if I look at LinkedIn, for me, I remember when you were telling me about Brazil, I was like, well, that's pretty intense in terms of size, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. I've focused so much on Germany, UK, even Greece, Japan, and then I get like obviously the Canada and US, but rarely do I think to look at Brazil or even Spain, and there's a massive community on LinkedIn there. So the going back to who's there, it's an immense amount of quality. So when people look at Facebook and they say, well, Facebook has 3-point-something billion per month, why do I want LinkedIn? Because it's easily a fraction of the size. The key with LinkedIn is that it's quality, and it's a different ecosystem than Facebook as well. So you can do B2B on Facebook. I've done that. We're doing that now for a couple of our clients. We're having like aggressive B2B strategy and all that stuff. But on LinkedIn, the psychology and the mindset around it is very different. So if people are on LinkedIn, first of all, you have more of an accessibility to reach out to decision makers in a much shorter period of time. So anybody who's done traditional marketing or traditional pounding the pavement and going back and forth and looking for the the hiring manager or the vice president of marketing or whatnot, they would have to go through all these rigmarole to just get them, just to get in front of them or get a letter in front of them, and it was always behind a gatekeeper. And so, back when we were talking about traditional marketing, I was always remembered, the question that every marketing professor would tell you is, who is the gatekeeper? How are you going to get in front of the gatekeeper and all that kind of stuff? Well, here, the gatekeeper is really accessible. You can reach out to them, connect with them, create a relationship, go back and forth and give value. And then the gatekeeper will be like, well, you know what? You really should talk to so-and-so in our business. We're actually looking for something like you. I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me where I've been working and networking with my own, let's say, buyer persona of leads. I was looking into, dentistry at one point for dental hygienists, and I was looking at dentists who are looking to do marketing for their own practice. And so I reached out to a couple of dental hygienists. I went back and forth with them. I said, well, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about that? And they were like, wow, that's actually really cool. And I focused on giving value before I even asked for anything. Actually, my strategy to selling is I don't sell. I actually educate. And my belief is that if you educate and give and give and give, it usually is reciprocated more often than not. Most people have this sense of wanting to engage and wanting to give back. So if you're giving 10, 15, 20 minutes or tips or chunks of knowledge that they can use right away, because there's so much value in that for them, and that they would have to pay someone $20,000, whatever, just to get that same information, that in itself is worth a lot of clout in that relationship. And so because you're creating this kind of bridge where you're saying, I'm walking over this bridge now, will you come with me? They feel compelled to want to offer or reciprocate or give something back, just to say, I want to give as much as you've given. And even if nothing comes of it, I just want to show my appreciation. Believe it or not, this happens very often. And it's the whole paradigm behind LinkedIn and why it's become one of my favorite platforms. So here are some tips that I've put together that I think are most important, and then we have some interesting facts as well. So people on LinkedIn are already in a business mindset. So some of them are just saying they're already ready to sell or to be purchased by or to be sold to. So when people say, oh, I'm going to network with my guy on my lead on LinkedIn, just because they're ready to sell doesn't mean you have to go straight to them and say, buy my product, or, hey, I just launched an agency for the first time. let's connect and give me all your clients so I can start. Like I've had a lot of people do that to us, and for me, it's no way to run a business, or it's no way to get a relationship going off the ground. So when I look at that, there is a lot of value behind networking and a lot of value behind going back and forth. But at the same time, you really have to understand who it is you're talking to, and what value can you give to them. Think about these people, as humans, not as numbers, not as lead number 74, nothing like that. Sales Navigator is a great tool for tagging and classifying people and putting them into categories of yes, successful, not successful outreach. But I find a lot of the power behind LinkedIn and its virality stems back to bringing the human element back. And this is across every social media platform. It has nothing to do with deception or trickery. It's all about giving value. So when I look at what works on LinkedIn, even with the whole Sales Navigator tool behind it, or the recruiting tool, it's really about giving yourself and being authentic. That's what people gravitate towards, and that's what people trust. They don't trust how many times you've reached out and it becomes a numbers game for you. They trust the people who've taken the time to have an hour phone call. Like, who cares? Just learn who they are, learn what their pain points are, and they will go to you saying, we need to work together. And now, if you're doing that, your power distance and your power dynamic with the people or the person has changed. Goes from saying, please buy my service, to I'm just wanting to know who you are and let's go back and forth a little bit, and creating a relationship. And now it's like, I want to work with you. And now you have more negotiating power in terms of price, in terms of working relationship and all that kind of stuff. And there is no pressure or expectation. That's the best part about LinkedIn and what makes it so powerful. So the other thing is, on LinkedIn, because of its wide-ranging kind of like how it's flat, you can reach out to an executive assistant as much as you could reach out to a CEO. It makes it as easy to reach out to one as the other. How they respond, and if they respond, is a different story. So Stefan mentioned that we will be giving away not cold calling scripts, but icebreakers and how to connect with people, what to talk about. That's going to be in the JSU program, but a little tidbit of that is all about research. It's all about understanding who they are and creating a common thread for both of you to follow, so that way you have something mutually interesting to speak about. So that's the first thing, is to understand that anybody can be reached, and it's not about how easy they are to reach. It's about what your message is. So it goes from volume and numbers now to specificity and really understanding who you're going after. So I feel in the last year and a half, because I know some influencers have been really rocking LinkedIn in the last 3 years, but I would say in the last year and a half, you've seen this whole movement with broetry and with all these like waveform status posts. And I was talking with the colleague David Inslicht from Proforce just the other day, and I was saying, like, this waveform pattern of posting, it's crazy how people just read it differently, and they digest it, and it becomes something of a part of LinkedIn culture. And for me, that's really been this movement of authenticity, bringing back the human element into business. And not everybody likes that. Not everybody likes the whole I'm vulnerable kind of thing. And I don't really subscribe to the whole idea of like, I want to beat myself up on a pedestal in front of everybody and tell them all the struggles I've been through just so you could feel bad for me, so you get engagement. It works, but for me, that's not what LinkedIn's about. LinkedIn's about giving value, about giving strategy, or giving technique, about giving something motivational, inspirational that people can take and run with it in their business day-to-day lives. So that is the parallel of the comeback of LinkedIn. Now the way people are looking at LinkedIn, they're looking at it from a different lens. They're seeing it as more of like a inspirational, value-based platform. It's no longer about the whole snake oil. I have a product, buy my product. I have an article, here are 5 things about my awesome product, and buy my product. It's really about understanding people, understanding their stories. Everybody has an interesting story, and taking value from that, and rewarding the people who have, put themselves out there. That's where you kind of get this trust factor, and where you're people that are really happy to engage, and that's where the relationships count. So you may remember, or someone might have told you at one point in your life, that it's not what you know, it's who you know. On LinkedIn, it's what you know, it's who you know, and it's who knows you. And I'll give Terry Lindor a bit of a hat tip there, because I saw him at MTL e-commerce a couple of weeks ago. But it's most definitely what you know, because your knowledge and your experience and your story is extremely important as the subject matter for LinkedIn. It's who you know, because it's all about connecting to your friends. It's all about connecting to colleagues. It's all about connecting to leads and finding those second degree connections and really branching out. But it's also who knows you, because if you are going to create this marketing plan, this content outreach strategy or whatever, and you're giving yourself out there, you're putting yourself out there to be transparent, people are going to connect with you on an intellectual and an emotional level. And if they do that, they will begin to know you. And now they will know your story. And then that's the big three of what makes LinkedIn so powerful and this comeback that's happening. So the formula I've seen is that if you post something inspiring, unique, and is framed in a business sense, so inspiring meaning like, I quit my job today after 10 months or after 10 years, and I've never felt more alive. Everybody has at one point wanted to quit their job, and everybody has been in a position where they're afraid to. And so reading that, people are like, wow, like I was just thinking of that. I'm terrified of doing it. What's it like? And now this person's saying how it changed their life. Well, because you're being unique, it's your story, you're being B2B themed, it's your professional life, and you're being genuine and inspiring, or at least being genuine, and often authenticity and genuineness breeds inspiration. You get this kind of viral attraction. Now you're going to get a post or a piece of content that, focusing on this story will get 100, 200, 5,000 likes, 20,000 reach, and so on and so forth. And so there's a lot of value in being really authentic, but being within the B2B space or professional space and being unique, staying to your own story. So that's really what I think is important about LinkedIn. A lot of people overlook. So I said, when you're going to reach out to people and go back and forth and have the conversation, focus on giving with zero expectation. I can tell you, every time I've gone into a conversation with an expectation and intent to sell, I would fall on my face 8 out of 10 times. But every time I went in focusing on giving with no intention or expectation to sell, and no expectation of any reciprocity of any kind, I just know the person I'm talking to and the person I'm giving to is the right person that eventually would want to work with me. I can tell you 9 out of 10 times I get something mutually beneficial, or at least something that's in my
very true, James. Very true. The main thing to do with LinkedIn is to be surprised by the end results of your tactics and your strategy. Give without expecting anything back in return would surprise you, because first people will feel the authenticity of your actions and the quality content of it. And remember, being successful in matter of sales is not about the intent. It's about the process. If you're doing the process right, people will come to you. If you're doing the process wrong, they won't. They would pass by. They would say, hey, thank you. Oh, very interesting, but thank you. And they will move on, right? If you trigger their interest, curiosity, if you bring value to them, then they can use it for the 1, 2, 3 first time, like free of charge, because good advice. I should try this. Yes, it's very good. Then when they're going to have something sophisticated to do, or complicated, elaborated, something that is requiring some budget, that would be their money, and they value their money and time. Then they will recognize you as an expert. Can you help me too? And then the transaction will be born, in fact. And that's the result, not of the intent. I want to sell something. That's the result of a well mechanized strategy. And usually, never seen that, you don't do that alone. You have a team. So it's probably the end of solo entrepreneur and beginning to have like a 2 team. Army of 2, and then army of 3.
That's
then
right.
You're at the end of obviously the year, you become 3, 9, 11, 12. You can end up like 40. I know some successful CEOs started like that. Now they are 200.
It's so true. If I look at the conversation I had with David the other day was, I was saying, I will give you the entire blueprint of how to have an effective marketing campaign. I will tell you, I will show you. And then David and I were going back and forth, and we were saying, well, that's great, but at the position I'm in, what's the likelihood I'm going to take all of this, put it into formulas and spreadsheets and a video series and create an accountability checker? I would rather just hire you at that point. So while people are really afraid of sharing too much and they're afraid of their ideas being stolen, it's very possible that, out of 10 people you speak to, 3 will take your ideas, use them, and it will work, and you'll get nothing. That's fine. But the other group of people, they're going to be seeing you, and they're going to be like, well, they know what they're talking about. They know it like the back of their hand. I gave them impromptu facts, and they spat out an instant strategy or spat out an instant idea, and I love the idea. And I don't have time to find the right person to figure this out for me. They are the right person for me. I want them to do it for me. So this age of the whole, I find, the gated webinar of like, oh, I'm gonna get someone on a webinar and I'm gonna tell them the most basic of facts, and then if I want them to buy in or opt in, I'm going to charge them $10,000 off the webinar, and I'm actually going to show them the exact same content. I can tell you I have colleagues and peers. I'll say peers because I don't know for colleagues, but they do this exact same strategy for Facebook. They will have all this strategy that just it's written down. It's a plan. It's like, they'll charge $3,000 for it, and on the webinar there they tell everybody to join in and add and give their email. On the webinar, it's the most basic of crap I've ever seen. It's so boring. There's no value, and people are left pissed. So you got 80% of people that are like, there's nothing new about this. This is extremely, excruciatingly basic, and I have no value at the end of this. I wasted an hour and a half, and I've booked a slot in the time of my day, and I've got nothing. I've seen the same thing across every platform: Twitter strategy, Twitter tools, LinkedIn, all that stuff. It really is an epidemic. And so when you go the other direction and you give them the front-loaded content that you were actually going to force them to pay, and you just tell it to them on a call or tell it to them on a phone or whatever, you already know what it's about. You already know what you're going to talk about. You can upsell them on the idea of doing it for them. And the chances are that if you're giving that much value with no expectation for free, like, they're going to come back and say, well, that's worth $20,000. Like, I want you to do that for me. That is so mind-numbingly easy for me to say yes. That's what I asked myself about this. Exactly. And so for me, like, it's nice to see you, Derek. For me, it was all about focusing on what is the point of someone engaging or someone jumping on board and wanting to connect with me. LinkedIn is very much that ecosystem. If you can give more than the basic, make a Facebook page, invite 50 friends, like more than what people already know, and give them that actual substance so they can do it tomorrow with or without you, that's where you establish your credibility. That's where you establish your authenticity. That's where you become a thought leader, and you start to really get people saying, you know what, I really need to work with you. It's beyond gating information and ideas. It's going past that and being really transparent and authentic. And so I'm part of this group, entrepreneurs organization at EO Montreal. And one of the things we say is get naked fast, meaning get as transparent as you can, get as vulnerable as you can, but at the same time give as much as you can. And so you want to take something out of that, it's just really give as much as you can in that microcosm of time you have with this person, and prove to them, without trying to prove to them, but just show them who you are. Nothing shows more authenticity and transparency than showing exactly what you know and not trying to like creep them out or weird them out or oversell them. You're not pitching them anything, you're just giving. And that's really the powerful thing. One last thing about giving is, if you think about Gary Vaynerchuk's jab, 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 right hook, right? That concept and that entire book is exactly the same style that I'm talking about. It's just on a macro level. It's about applying the jab, jab, jab in your day-to-day life and living it rather than just thinking about it as a strategy. So LinkedIn is all about relationship building, but it's also about understanding that people are there to do business as well. So if you're you're networking on LinkedIn, you're going back and forth with them, you're giving this much value, it's always with the right person. So no matter what, it's never a waste of time, it's an investment of time. And you're always focusing on building a relationship with people that, whether they either need you now, they'll need you in a week, or they'll need you in a year. And they will remember because of how much you've given, and they will want to stay in touch. So a few mind-blowing facts that I uncovered, and that I've kind of known about. So I know Alex Bouchard has mentioned that LinkedIn is over 500 million total. That's definitely true. Last I checked, they have over 106 million monthly active users. Profile shots actually get 14. If you have basically a profile with a shot versus a profile without a shot, you will get 14 times more profile views. If you have a photo of yourself, it increases the likelihood of someone reaching out and wanting to connect with you by a factor of 36 times. It's crazy amount of just having the person, the human element there. People want to say, oh, it's always the brand. It's going to be the brand in front of everything. The brand is going to do this. The brand is going to do that. We're social people. We need to realize that we have to connect with people as well. And so by going back and forth and having that brand element out of the picture, the brand is part of you, but you are you, and people are reaching out to network with you, not the brand. They are reaching out to network with you, your accomplishments, what you've done. And if you want to bring in the CEO or the CFO of your company to talk about the brand, you can. But they're, again, talking to the CEO or the CFO of that company, of the brand, not the company itself. So it's very personal, and that's really, really important. And just looking at these statistics even more so, and this is from Entrepreneur, I think Entrepreneur Magazine, I think. Keep in mind that on LinkedIn, it's another fact, you only can network or connect with at least 30,000 people. So connect wisely. I like to call myself a strategic networker. I'm open. I like to, accept as many as I can that make sense, but I don't accept everybody. I have Alex keeps telling me, you really got to think about like accepting some of these connections and going back. I have about 150 connections that I just they're not a fit for me, so I reject them. I'm looking for someone that I can help, not necessarily that I can sell to, but that I can help, or that someone can that they can be a potential client or synergy, or just something that would be within my realm of something I can do or work with them or help them or educate or something like that. And because I'm keeping my network very open but also refined to the type of person I want, anytime I post content or anytime I post something, it carries that much more magnitude, value, and I guess pull in the next iteration of content or the next campaign I'm going to do or something. So a few posts. This is a fun thing that I was playing around with, and Alex, I see you're watching now. So I'm glad to have you here. I'm sure you're going to say something about this or about the content posting, but essentially, if you post once a day, every day for a month, you'll at least hit 60% of your audience. So if your audience size that is currently in your network is 10,000 people, and those are 10,000 leads, and you've branded your profile accordingly, you've turned it into a bit of a sales form, your headline is bang on with who you are, what you do, and what you give, and what's your value, and your profile shot is there, that means that every time you post something, you have people coming, engaging with your content, and then going to see your profile, which is essentially a place where they understand immediately who you are, what you do, and that can be turning into a lead opportunity. And so that's kind of what's the power behind content. The more content you post, the more aggressive your outreach will be, and the more bang for buck you'll get in terms of conversion and getting leads or conversations or phone calls. Like I said, the focus here is about being human, being authentic, and this is all about amplitude. It's all about how to reach more people, but reaching the most amount of people is relevant if you're not being authentic and true. And leads generated, and I can tell you because I'm a lead generation expert, leads generated from LinkedIn campaigns, LinkedIn outreach, LinkedIn anything, convert 10 to 20% higher, meaning converted to actual revenue, 10 to 20% higher than any other platform I work with. I have the conversion matrix that I've plugged into Facebook and Twitter, and I've used it for LinkedIn. I use it for Snapchat, all that kind of stuff. And its focus is generating volume leads at a lower cost per lead constantly over a span of time. And time again, every time I get a lead from LinkedIn, I get 10 leads from LinkedIn, 7 or 8 will convert, versus I get 10 leads from Facebook, 4 or 5 will convert. So it's pretty wild when you think about the power, the relevancy, and the impact that LinkedIn has just from a lead gen standpoint. And it all comes down to being authentic. Yeah.
I got a question from the internet coming, through LinkedIn.
Okay.
They were discussed on Facebook, but they're actually on LinkedIn. So funny. In fact, they are asking, that there's a new feature where you can post a 10-minute video on LinkedIn now, which was not the case before. Do you think that's going to do as good as it does on Facebook? Because we know that if we are producing quality content on video or Facebook Lives, we get 8 times more engagement and views than if we are publishing a post, a link, or an image, or whatever.
It's a good question. So I think with long form video, the best thing you can do is you can turn it into bite-sized, actionable pieces of content. So similar to like all these lives we're doing here, taking those videos, and instead of just running around the Montreal city and saying, oh, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And just being more provocative, you're focusing on turning that 10-minute blip into something a little bit more concrete. So I'll give you an example. If I already use that for myself, I would turn those 10-minute videos into a 2 video per week series, and each video would focus on Facebook marketing. It would focus on lead generation. It would focus on brand awareness campaigns or something like that. And I would be just giving value. The fact that those bite-sized pieces of content are really in there, and that it's now accessible on LinkedIn, I think it'll have the similar effect to Facebook, but with more punch in terms of lead gen, because now you are speaking to the right audience, and now you're speaking to the right leads all the time. And because the algorithm on LinkedIn is not as merciless as Facebook, you'll probably get in front of your prospects without having to pay. Or if you do pay, it will be like minuscule at best. I'm not a fan of LinkedIn ads, but I am a fan of the platform and of the content that we can generate. So there's a lot of value there as well.
And people are asking a complimentary question regarding those videos. What should they post on LinkedIn video, right?
Right. What
Probably
should they?
Something related to the personal branding, because actually, you have two ways to be identified on LinkedIn. Whether you have a human resource recruiter looking at you, and then he wants to know more about your personality. If you show that in a video, or a live show posted on the video, but that would be a short one, 10 minutes, then you're revealing who you are.
That's
now,
right.
If you are into the sales navigator thing with LinkedIn, it's because you want to engage with B2B decision-making personas, right? And then they would background check you. Now they will Google you, but they will also LinkedIn you. The first reflex
That's
is,
right.
You have 2 hands. One
That's
hand can do Google, and the other one will directly, if it's B2B related, who are you as a professional?
That's right.
And that's the thing. So it's like, oh, he's an expert with this. He participated in a debate with that. He did some Facebook Live video. So if he does Facebook Live video, he's a public speaker. If I put him for my company in front of 60 people in a lunch and learn at the St. James Hotel in Montreal, downtown, for example, in a special room, made for that, and then they invite like 60 decision maker. That would work. Why? Because you won't go blank in front of an audience.
That's
because
right.
That unveils you as a public speaker, even if you're not in a theater or you're not in a conference like the social media marketing world. You don't have to take a 10 grand flying ticket to go over the planet in San Diego and go, hey, I'm a social media influencer. Right. If you do that regularly, probably the CEO of a startup would hire you because he knows that you've been exposing yourself to 10K people per week, because that's your metrics.
That's right.
That's the outreach you want to do, because he knows that gravity matters. You need to have a funnel with a mass of people, and then you have the engagement at the bottom of it in the reverse funnel.
That's right. I think when you look at the video, like the 10-minute segments, and Alex was saying they're developing a video ad platform, or to push ads through company pages. And I think that's good, but I think there will be other ways of using the video as well. Like if you're someone looking for a job, you can do 4 or 5 videos of 10 minutes showcasing behind the scenes of your creative process. I can tell you that is extremely appealing to employers. Like, right, they want to see someone who A, isn't shy, B, loves to show how they do what they do, and C, actually is a subject matter expert in what they do. They're not hiding anything. If you're Alex, if you're a LinkedIn expert talking about LinkedIn tips every week, making it a segment over and over again, and then one day, 1 week it's you, 1 week it's Louis Vincent, 1 week it's Jack, whatever. You can really like create this system of content using that 10-minute format. And for me, that's really the power behind 10-minute videos. You're always going to be in front of that ideal client anyway. So from the networking, the reaching out to people seeing your profile, or we're talking about here branding and whatnot, to people watching your video, you're having all these different touch points, right? And my specialty is conversion matrix. It's that multi-touch point platform to get people to convert. And the more they see you, the more they're likely to say, you know what, I want to know more. I want more of what you have. This is the same concept, but on LinkedIn. It's creating multiple touch points with one person on your LinkedIn on your profile, having a good profile head image, having a good headline, having your photo look good, having your description very clear and sales form like or concise to who you work with, having that there. And so when you post an article, or you post a regular post, or you post a video, they're going to see that. They're going to see the article. They're going to see the post. Then they're going to see your profile photo. Then they're going to see your profile again. And if you're doing this constantly, you're going to keep popping up on their feed, and they're going to keep coming back. And the more you reach out and connect with these people, the more you're going to have a high likelihood of getting them on a phone call. And that's where all the magic happens. I mean, the best part about LinkedIn is creating the connection, networking back and forth, and then boom, offline to give more value beyond a couple of hundred characters, giving them a real strong pitch as to what it is you have to offer and what it is you're giving, what it is you suggest they do in real time. I only have 3 codes, but they're really good. This one's called The Dance, right? So I went through branding. But The Dance essentially is something that I've had a lot of success with and I really enjoy doing. It has 0 expectations behind it, but it is like a formula. So you essentially identify your ideal prospect, use Sales Navigator to do the searches. So let's say VP of marketing, 50-employee company or whatever. You view their profile, and then after they've reciprocated and viewed yours, you reach out to them with a personalized message and say, hey, I saw your profile the other day, and I just saw you visited mine as well. We should connect. I'd love to know more about what you do. Boom, done. I see a typical response rate of about 80 to 84% when that happens, when I do that kind of strategy. Once and only if they accept do you start a conversation. And you do not say, I do this, I just launched this product, buy it from me. I find that it goes the opposite of where LinkedIn's going. I have a psychology background. I look at behavior and I look at what people do. And what they're doing tells me that they want authenticity. The positive response on LinkedIn, on every social media platform, is that the more you give and the more you're authentic and genuine, the better response and the better the amplitude will be, and the better the ROI or the whatever response you're looking for will be, right? So if I'm looking to connect with people and have a phone call, if I'm just saying, hey, I'd like to know what you are, who you are, and what you guys did, or let's say you do your homework and you see that they just won an award. Hi, so-and-so, congratulations on your award. I'd love to know more about your experience in San Francisco when you accepted it. I'm thinking of going next week, or tie it into what you're doing in your real life. It makes it a lot more relatable, and people come into a conversation with less of the guard up, and then it becomes easier to have an actual genuine conversation. And then the last point is taking it offline, so phone call right away. This one's my favorite just because I love Monty Python, but this is essentially what we were talking about. Writing a post, keeping to the point, and showing value. Value could be a strategy, could be a life lesson, could be vulnerability. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the self-flagellation that goes on LinkedIn where it's like, I went through this and oh, poor me. I don't like that. I feel like you're not giving value. You're just creating a big ball of sympathy so people feel bad and want to engage and like, yeah, that happened to me too. That's fine. I mean, there's a place for that and there's a community for that, but I'm not part of it. I focus more on the value of strategy, the value of a life lesson, the value of technique, of anything that you can give that can be actionable. That's really the potency behind the post and what makes things go viral. Sharing a post and getting a few colleagues to engage with it. I find when you have people that have given 5, 6, 7 likes or a couple of comments, it sparks even more engagement. It's kind of like the mob mentality. If people see 2 or 3 people doing it, then obviously the reach will be further, but you'll have others that are going to be like, oh, well, there must be something to it. I'm going to engage with it as well. So you can do an outreach strategy with 20 of your closest LinkedIn friends saying, hey, I just posted something. Would you mind giving me a comment? I'd love to know what you think. And really quickly, you'll get 20 or 30 comments, and before you know it, you're going to have 100, 200. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I was talking about, Elizabeth, is that the dance is super simple. And that's the whole point about videos like this, is to give actionable strategy. It's not cloak and dagger, oh, join the JSU group. No, this is just to show that this is just the regular stuff I give in that group. And so that dance, I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years. And before I met Alex, I was doing it on my own. So, but it's extremely useful. I'll give you an example of how useful it was for me. I used it to actually penetrate and get into one of the most resistive industries of all time, and that is the pharmaceutical industry. I spent 1.5 years doing this dance, connecting with VP reps and CEOs of smaller, pharma companies, whatnot, and otherwise try to get to the decision maker, the gatekeeper there, and get a phone call or something just to learn who they are. Impossible. It is freaking possible. It's like a little bit of a country club. You have to be referred, and they have to love you, and they have to know you, and so it's crazy. It's crazy how much potency there is in this dance and what it can do for you. So I highly recommend you run with it. The other thing is write a LinkedIn Pulse article, and in that article tag your post. So the more links and interwoven pieces to that post or to your video you can have, the more it'll its lifespan will live on, and you can get a bit more reach and a bit more brand awareness that way. And the one thing I was saying here is the more reach your posts and articles get, the more your headline and your headshots are seen. So anybody who sees, excuse me, your article, they're going to see your headshot, they're going to see your headline right away, and they're going to, if that is done properly, it'll be the hook to your profile, and then the dance can begin. Right? Just because you haven't reached out to them or haven't visited their profile, they visited yours. That's an opportunity to go see theirs and then reach out. I find people that already reach my profile, look at my profile, and then leave, and then I go and see theirs. I have even a higher acceptance rate because they are the ones that found me and not the other way around. Engage with other posts. So whether you're reaching out to people saying, can you comment, or finding other people's posts and commenting and liking on theirs and going back and forth, I've seen there's quite a high rate of reciprocity. It's about 20 to 30%. So if you reach out to 10, like and share, or like and comment on 10 of those, you'll get 3 or 4 that'll come back and do the same thing on your latest post. So that's a really nice strategy. The same concept applies on Twitter, by the way. I've seen people do that. Instagram as well. Facebook, not so much. And reach out to people who like and share your article. Very, very important. On the real, if you're watching and not a part of JC, you should join the group. It's super helpful and so and this is not a sponsor. Thank you, Dustin, my man. Yeah, it's true. I mean, just the other week, or was it 2 weeks ago already, Dustin had asked a very particular question about buyer personas, about how do I advertise to a specific person for a campaign. And so I spent 90 minutes and I did a Facebook Live and I built the buyer persona for him. I think we did 2 or 3, and he ran with it. And that's the value of the group. It's all about giving. Regardless, it's like a stupid small price tag for what it is. I mean, I think we're charging $40 a month, but really, all that strategy, I just gave a consultation last week. I charged $850 for the same thing, the exact same thing. We're sitting down with a person, $850 right there. So there's really a lot of value in the group right there. But thank you, my man, for the plug. So at the end of the day, and we're wrapping up here, but at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, with the JSU program, or not with JSU, with your LinkedIn program, with your LinkedIn strategy, you have to ask yourself, who will buy from me? Why would they? What makes me different? And how will I reach them? There's another point, which is, where are they? But you're on LinkedIn, so you know where they are. How will I reach them? That's content. That's the dance. So that's one. What makes me different? That's in your profile. You really need to nail in and nail down the headline. Your photo has to look nice. You have a nice background image. It was Alex who was saying, you really need to upgrade your background. He was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And we changed it to a purple pink thing, and it looked great, and it actually worked. Why would they want to talk to me? Give them some talking points and make it very clear in your profile who you work with. And the other answer to the why is whatever that value is going to be that you're giving them in that phone call or in that back and forth. That's the key. That is the magic formula. I sound like a broken record, but it's really, if you give value, you will get it back tenfold. And who will buy from me? Well, that becomes a bit of research. Who is your best customer, highest lifetime value? And then you can use like a Sales Navigator account, identify them, search, and then start doing the dance and start getting the conversation going. So whether it's your brand page, whether it's your personal, in the content you're giving and the value you're giving, always add value or you have to solve a problem. And more or less synonymous with each other. Cannot be a rinse and repeat, throw it into buffer, off you go, and nobody cares about what you have to say. It has to be about value. You have to give value in one way or the other, or else you are not an expert. If you are not the person championing your industry and giving and really making people realize that you are good at what you do, and you're just focusing on generic stuff, you will not position yourself as an expert, and people will regard you as one. And then your expertise kind of goes by the wayside because nobody's going to say, yeah, work with James because he's an expert on Facebook. I guarantee you people who tell me that, it's because I've given them value at one point or another. And they say, oh, shit, he actually knows what he's talking about, rather than, I like James and I just want to say he's an expert. That doesn't give you anything. And by giving value and really focusing on being genuine, that is where people love to they love to see, and they love to connect and work with people that know what they're doing. And then you're removing the risk, by the way. When people see they know what the hell you're talking about, it removes all risk of people wanting to work with you. And B, you're authentic. You're not going to screw them over. You're a good person. And there's a lot of good people out there that are too introverted or too silent. And this platform is all about coming out of their shell and really networking with people. So this is the value behind positioning yourself as an expert.
James. Could we consider that people that are using in a wrong way automation for reposts and so on are spamming, because some are definitely, on purpose spamming? Could we consider that they have failed their LinkedIn strategy because the only thing they're doing, is an absence of planification and strategic content building? This
That's right.
What we do at GS2 Solution. We do strategic content building. Then after it's planification. There goes the creative team with Patrick Murphy, as we know him, and all the team. So I apologize for those that I'm not mentioning today.
Right on. Everybody knows Patrick.
Yeah, but it's all about planning again. Know what you want to do, and then after, get some help. There is nothing wrong in getting some help to build contents, because the brainstormings of ideas, ideas are there. They're not only yours. Tomorrow morning or the week after, somebody very talented can have the same idea. It's all about the ability to execute them, because without ideas, without execution, your ideas are worthless.
That's right. That's so right. So if I look at people that are just automating and kind of going back and forth, they don't care about giving value. They don't care about authenticity. They care about systemizing a human process and going after numbers. And that's fine. There's going to be people like that. And a lot of people call me a growth hacker, and I am to a certain extent, but I mean, I hack life more than anything, right? For me, growth hacking is not necessarily how can I take something that is boring and make it super profitable and automated. For me, it's, automation's a small portion, but for me, it's about how do I see where people are going and go the opposite way to benefit me and my clients. So from that point of view, growth hacking is really, from the way I do it, looking at what is trending, looking at what people are asking for and giving it to them and really blowing their minds and giving a lasting, memorable impression long-term for the brand and for myself and for them, and giving something without taking back or asking for something back. So really, growth hacking LinkedIn is all about being human. It sounds stupid, but we have the best supercomputer in between our ears, and often we're trying to get something else to do it because We have to think there must be some kind of trick or way I can get more. But it's really about understanding the people and giving them something, giving them value. And so that's, people who go and just, rinse, repeat, and give garbage content. If you schedule certain pieces of content that are relevant and that'll actually give value, let's say it's from Inc. magazine or Forbes, that's fine, right? But make sure you sprinkle in some of the authenticity and creative genius that is in your head, or else people are not going to know who you are, and they're not going to see any value to what you're posting. So that's really the point about positioning yourself. So if you want to know more, again, Dustin's been kind enough to plug our program. There's tons of stuff, tools, services, software. We just launched an ebook for the JSU program, and in the ebook we have a couple of tools we suggest that you check out, and everything in the group. Once you're part of the group, is free. We have templates. We just give. That's my mantra. People by now know who I am. They know how I live my life, and I'm very holistic. I'm very I give a lot of myself, and that includes this program. So check it out. It's actually, we got a new website. We have to update this. I know, what is it? JSYOU. We got a new website, Stefan. So remind me to change this slide, but I'll put it in the chat here. So the group has actually taken off and really gotten a lot of traction, we'll say. So much so that I took it from a landing page and transferred it into a website. And so that's really kind of where we are now. It's growing and growing every day. I'm thankful for the people that are in there, and I'm thankful for where we're going with it. And yeah, I mean, I hope if you guys are looking for marketing help, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, that you come and check it out. There's a lot of good stuff in the JSU program. And this, if you like this presentation, just a taste of what we do on a regular weekly basis there.
Okay, James. This is what I was streaming, because I had the new GSU website online. All the comments will be, streamed into the comment section and on the GSU solution page. That has been distributed on many of the groups. It has